It's a face-off on stage.
My mom would take food and hide it.
Did you eat while they sit outside hungry?
Never.
Like you've never seen.
I did not have my mother in my life.
Your daughter, she's living out of a duffel bag.
I wanted to be there.
If she's being honest, step forward. If she's feeding you a bunch of bull, step back. Today's going to be a changing day in your life. You've never had anybody working harder to bring you to the threshold of change than right now. I have a question. How many people in this room are mothers? Wow, a lot of mothers. Now, how many of you have pictures? All right, can I see?
This is Zach and Gracie.
All right, this is Zach and Gracie. Okay. Yeah. Now, tell me something. Would you ever consider, you can have a seat, would you ever consider not feeding your children?
I would never consider that because they need food to be nourished, physically, emotionally, spiritually. They need that to grow.
How many of you would go hungry before you would let your children go hungry? Okay, that's pretty much everybody, right? Who else has a picture here? All right, let me see your picture. All right. Now, what are their names?
Kenzie and Brielle.
Would you ever lock them out of the house in the cold?
Never.
Well, the sad fact is not every mother feels the same way, with cases of neglect, abuse, and abandonment continually making headlines. Take a look at this.
The sentencing hearing for Brandy Janes, the Tokerville mother who pled guilty to abusing her son, has wrapped up. Last month, she entered a guilty plea to 3 counts of intentional child abuse causing serious injury.
The Metro woman convicted of starving her daughter to death is going to prison for life. Nicole Finn was found guilty last month for the murder of her adopted daughter.
A local mother who poisoned her own daughter for attention was sentenced to 12 years in prison today.
A judge sentences a tearful but defiant mother to 8 years in prison for leaving her 2-year-old in a car in below-zero temperatures overnight in a snowstorm. The judge called the crime atrocious.
Well, we have a mom that could have been front page news herself with this headline alleging mom locks young children out of house in cold. Now, her name is Sonia, and this is what her children have to say about Sonia and about the way she mothered, or at least what she called mothering. Take a look.
I don't think my mom was ever fit to be a parent.
Most of the time we didn't have hot water, so everybody was taking cold showers.
The living conditions in the house were disgusting. There were cockroaches.
The walls were buckling and the floors were crooked.
Because she was neglectful. I had to take care of my brother and sister. It was me getting them up for school, making breakfast, getting them to their bus stop, and then my mom would just disappear into her bedroom. The very night I turned 18, I was gone. But my brother and sister were still in the house.
There were plenty of times when we did not have food.
My mom and her boyfriend would take food and hide it in their room, so I started sneaking food into the house. The last straw is when she locked my brother and sister out of the house and then left.
We attempted to go into the front door and it was locked. Sonia's boyfriend and his kids told us that we were not allowed to go into the house. It was cold outside. We didn't have the things that we needed. For months at a time, Chance and I would stay place to place. I carried around a duffel bag full of clothes and I would stay wherever I could find a place. In school, people would tell me that I was the girl that smelled funny because I always had my duffel bag full of clothes.
I absolutely loathe my mother.
I do not call Sonia mom. A mother figure is somebody that loves you, and Sonia has not done that.
I feel like she stole my childhood.
So tell me, you guys are here for what reason today? Because I need to tell you what my thinking is, so I need to know what yours is first.
My